What's up you guys, it's your girl CASwCOY back on the channel with another video. If you already read that title, you already know what today's video is going to be about. So without further ado, let's get right into it. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. And if you haven't already, please make sure that you join my Discord server that is linked down in the description box below. My server is exclusive for all of my coils, and that is where I'll be answering any questions or concerns regarding my videos or my channel from now on. So now that I got all of that out of the way, welcome back to my channel. I know that I haven't uploaded in a really long time. Let's get into these mods. As you guys know, I am in college, so recently I've been very busy finishing up the semester and just getting my groove back and uploading videos. Speaking of videos, my very first viral video is almost at 1 million views, and I just hit 8,000 subscribers, and that is all because of you guys. And I couldn't be more thankful for your support. Leading into that, one lovely person on my storytime video listed that they are a Christian and they would like more Christian mods in the game. While I'm not a religious person, I did tell that person that I would look into it for them, and here we are with some Christian friendly and religion friendly mods for your Sims 4 game. So as you can see what I'm doing in the video, I am uploading a Willow Creek church by the creator Lively Lex. So like I mentioned before, I'm not really a religious person, but I grew up with family members that are. For example, my great-grandmother and my grandmother. My great-grandmother was a deaconess of the church. She was really close with the pastor and the first lady of the church, so she was really involved when I was younger. So I knew when I looked up this mod and I decided to implement religion in my game, I had to get a good Baptist church up in there. And this church by Lively Lex is the best that I've seen and resembles the churches that I remember going to when I was younger. Of course, around like maybe if you look on the Sims resource or Simsdom or any other Patreon creator, you might find a church that resonates with you, but this is just the church that I found that I really love, and I feel like anybody could really use this church. I did rename it to Willow Creek Baptist Church. If you're not a Baptist, you of course don't have to rename it that. You can keep it just Willow Creek Church or however you feel. But that's what I did for my game and for me. So walking into the church, of course, this is what you see. You have the stairs, you have the entrance with the bathrooms. This is the most accurate depiction of a church that I've seen while I was looking for churches for this video. When you go into the main room where service happens, you of course have the pews, you have a piano, some drums, the pulpit, and the little stand where the pastor or preacher will conduct the service. And then across the hall, you have the room where people normally eat after service. I really like the green chairs that's going on. Lively Lex did her big one with this church. And then if you go upstairs, you have the pews that overlook the church. From what I can remember when I was younger, only like the deacons and stuff like that sat up there, but I could be wrong. Who knows? I was so young. The next room is the pastor's office. I've never actually been into a pastor's office. I've only seen it on like movies and stuff, but this is what it looked like inside. It's like a really cute office. I actually might steal that and spell for an actual office in a house or something. And then this room I deemed as the Bible study room just because like it gives Bible study. It has like the stand with like a Bible on it and like all the chairs and stuff, so it gives Bible study, you know what I mean? Overall, the church is really cute and I love it. So this is the church that's gonna be in my game specifically for Willows Creek. So let's get into the lot. So I have a couple lot traits for this lot that I'm gonna talk about, and also that will definitely be linked down in the description box below. So the first lot trait that I gave for this lot is of course the church lot trait. There's a couple other lot traits that you could give to other churches. For example, if you wanted to do like the church, the temple of the cow plant, I believe the cow plant is like a cult, but anyway, you could give that trait to a church if you wanted to. There's also Church of the Watchers, which in my opinion, I'm assuming is supposed to resemble Christianity, but I'm just going to use the regular church lot trait. The second trait that I added to this game is the dress code trait. So basically what that trait does is whichever one you decide to choose, of course for church I'm going to choose formal. Whenever a sim goes into that lot, they will automatically change into that attire. So of course if I choose formal, whenever a sim goes into that lot, they're going to change into formal attire. And it would be the same if I chose like athletic wear or everyday wear, etc. The last trait that I decided to add on to this lot is going to be the peace and quiet trait. light, only because in the description it says that it releases that tense mood lit, and I feel like that is what church should do for you. It should release that tense mood that you may have. And also it says that it increases the reading ability, and when you're at church you read the Bible, so why not be able to increase your reading level and understanding of that. As far as the lot type, I just put it as a regular generic lot just because like it doesn't have like a church lot type. If you guys can find a mod that has that, please let me know so I can add that to the game. But so far that's the only like a lot changes that I found, and like I said, they will definitely be linked down in the description box below. Let's get to how the mod actually works and how we can have a functional church service. So this lot is not like my other lots that like have people flock to the lot immediately as soon as I place a sim there. So I did have to cheat a little and go into my MCC commands and teleport a bunch of sims to the church location. I did this mainly because while I do have some deco sims in the church, it doesn't look realistic enough for me to just have the deco sims. Like I need some actual sims talking, walking around, and interacting with each other. And what's a church service without a pastor? So I chose the perfect family with a perfect elder as the pastor for this church. Now I'm going to hop into some of the CAS mods and some of the career choices that you get when you download this mod for a pastor and for the church in general. So I just chose the father of the Ivering family to be the pastor just because he recently aged up to a elder, and I feel like he would be the perfect one for a pastor. So with this new mod, you get a couple of church traits. So just like the first one is going to be church leader. It gives your sim the ability to hold sermons and manage other church sims, etc. And with the pastor trait, you get to be the head of the church and hold the responsibility of course being the pastor. The last trait that I gave him is a base game trait. That trait is the charming trait. It gives anyone who has it the ability to build relationships a little bit quicker, and I feel like that is a good trait for a pastor to have. If you don't want to use the charming trait, you can also use traits like good or outgoing or something like that. Let's move on to the new career choice that you have to choose as a pastor. So if you go to your phone and you select find a job like normal, if you scroll down you have a new career selection. So as a pastor, I think you make about $50 per hour and you're off on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You work from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and your job is to spread the word of religion and uplift your community in any way you can. After you get that job as a pastor, you of course have tasks that you can complete just like any other job. Now looking back, I probably should have got somebody on the piano, somebody on the drums. I probably should have got a little choir going just to add that realism into my game. If you would like for me to do like a pastor, like a pastor's kid let's play or something like that, let me know in the comments because I feel like that would be a really good storyline to pursue. But overall, so far, I really love this mod. I really love the fact that this adds so much realism into my game. It really builds the community up as well. Now let's get into how you can actually plan a church service as an actual event. I forgot to catch it, but you would just plan an event like you normally would through your phone, and it has a church service option. And as you can see, you have tasks in the top corner of the screen like you do any event to complete during this event. Most of the tasks are really meant for the pastor or for whoever hosted the event, which would of course be the pastor, but I feel like anybody can really complete these tasks. Another cool thing that comes with this mod is the church members interaction. You can ask about the service, ask about offering, talk about the church, and so much more, and it's really cool and adds that community and also just adds that realism to the whole event and the whole aspect of the mod. Now if you really want to take it a step further, you can create a club specifically for the church of your choosing. So I'm creating a club for the Church of Willow Creek Baptist. It's really cool how far you can take this mod. So all that I'm doing is changing the name of the club, changing the icon of the club, and choosing a club hangout. So for the Willow Creek Church, since I did choose it to be a generic lot, I couldn't select it as a specific location. But if you would like to take it a step further, you can make the church a community location, and then that way you can select that as your club hangout, and also that way you can have Bible study Wednesdays or something like that and have everyone part of the church attend at that specific place. I had a club requirement be that they're a part of the Church of the Watchers. Like I said, that resembles Christianity to me the most, and I had the band activities be them being a part of any other religion or them being a part of any cults, just because I feel like that interferes with the cult's beliefs and also the other religions' beliefs as well. But the club or the church is actually essentially open invite, so anybody could join with just the word of mouth, which is basically how church gets more members. People coming to attend a service, people talking about how good the church is, people's love for Christianity or Catholicism or whichever religion that they choose. I honestly just feel like creating a club for the church of your choosing, not saying that the church is the club, but creating a club for the church so people can be members and attend is really cool, and it really brings that realism into the game. So that's only if you want to. You really don't have to do this extra step, but that's just something that I did. Really, I'm just using the system of the club to correlate with the system of joining the church or becoming a member of the church. So that way you have an organized group of people that you can all invite in one place and that can all gather around for church services or for like fundraising events or something like that, because I know churches do that as well. But that basically wraps up the whole club aspect. I did remove the mother of the Irving family from the leader position and put the pastor as the leader of the club, just because it makes more sense because he's the leader of the church. So, and like I said, the club is really representing the members of the church, so he should be in the top. And of course she would be the first lady of the church since she is his wife, but she's not the leader of the church, if that makes sense. I was gonna add more people to the church, but I wanted people to join on their own free will. So if anybody wants to join the church, they can just go to clubs and they have the Willow Creek Baptist Club to join, or they could just go to church, and if one of the members of the church talks about the club, they can join if they would like to. But that's basically how I did that and how that works. But that basically wraps up all the mods, all the traits, all the interactions that I downloaded to go with this mod. And like I said, this works for almost any church that you decide to do. If you want to do a Catholic church, if you want to do something dedicated to a cult, if you want to, I feel like that would be an interesting gameplay to experiment with. Anything that you decide to do, you can use this church, you can use different churches, but you can still use these interactions and these traits along with it. It doesn't have to be a Baptist or a Catholic or an Islamic church or anything like that. It's just some mods that you could use. I just chose a Baptist church specifically for this video, and that resonated with me the most. As the preacher is preaching, look at the notification that I get. Look what this guy is doing in the holy church. This is ridiculous. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you really enjoyed this long awaited video. I am literally so sorry for taking so long to upload. And if you haven't already, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. We will be getting back on a regular recording schedule very soon. I promise this time, guys. My closing message is to all of my high school graduates. I'm very, very proud of you, and I hope that you are proud of yourself. I hope that you are excited to embark on this new journey of adulthood. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks for watching. CASwCOY signing off.